If you are looking for the answer to the question of which frames should open up Hitchcock's world, you won't find a better example than the beginning of the film Rear Window. It demonstrates the very nature of cinema according to this director. After the introductory credits, as the curtains rise one by one, the camera dives into the courtyard through an open window. This is how Hitchcock immerses us into the world where the future action will unfold. The only character we initially pay attention to is a cat. Following it, the camera glides along the walls and windows. Formally, the first scene plays no role in the plot. Its function is purely artistic. It's a kind of operatic overture. It briefly shows us what the entire film will look like. In early frames, Hitchcock uses a panorama in a single wide shot. The eye doesn't catch onto anything specific. There is nothing primary or secondary here. But who is looking out the window? It could have been the film's hero, but the movement continues. The camera returns to the apartment and focuses on him, and he is asleep. Stewart's face is covered in sweat. There is a thermometer, 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and back to the courtyard. Now, before us is a gallery of characters. A man is shaving, and we see a piano in the middle of his room. So, he is a composer, and the music, which seems to be background, is playing from his radio. A married couple wakes up on the balcony, escaping from the heat. The panning resumes. Only now there are accents in the panorama, the heroes. They are highlighting only compositionally. We pay attention to them because there is no one else in the frame. In the window across the way, a woman puts on a bra. The curtains fall. The wandering gaze around the courtyard pause here. The viewer looking into the window is not entirely impartial. Then, pouring coffee, she demonstrates professional stretching. So, she is a ballerina. Through a series of scenes, Hitchcock denotes the setting. The courtyard in the Greenwich Village, meticulously constructed in the studio pavilion. So, the exposition unequivocally and brightly states, Bohemian live here. Finally, the camera returns to the main character. Another panorama begins, now in completely close-up shot. Great, now we know what this person's name is. Next, a set of very informative frames. We see a camera on the table and understand L.B. Jeffries is a photographer, and his photographs answer questions about the broken leg and the camera. He shots events ranging from car racing to bomb explosions. We understand the damage and learn something about his character. Such a person is not accustomed to sitting still. And next to the explosion, a negative of a female portrait. Grace Kelly in a frame. The negative of this picture adores the magazine cover. Beloved model, actress, who is she? Now, just guesses. But we note it for the future. Meanwhile, the hero wakes up. The action is about to begin, and the viewer is already like to a person who has nothing left but to observe life in the window opposite, and the central theme is already outlined. It's verism, the love of peeping, inherent in the viewer who is offered to watch what's happening through the eyes of a bystander at the window. Even before the first dialogue, the viewer has learned a lot about the setting and characters, the social background, character traits, and hints of relationships are given to us in about 3 minutes and without words. Now, we can start watching one of the best thrillers in the cinema history.